Hello everyone, my name is Salsa. In today's video, I will be talking about the Ryosai Kenbo, or good wife and wise mother in a view of the young people today. I will put the Japan perspective, the world perspective, and also I will put some Indonesian perspective too. So, I do a little interview via online with my friends because this is a topic that has fascinated me for some times, as it ties together culture, history, and also changing societal norms. It's also something deeply personal to me because I have always been interested in understanding how different societies perceive the roles of women in family and also in society. Marriage and a gender role are often seen as a cornerstone of culture, and in Japan, the idea of the Ryosai Kenbo, a good wife and a wise mother, has long been a cherished ideal. But in today's rapidly world-changing, are these traditional concepts still relevant? How do young people in Japan especially feel about it? And what can we learn from perspective in other countries? So, in this video, I will share the insight from friends in a different parts of the world and reflect on how the Indonesian concept of wanita soleha, which means a pious woman, relates to these ideas. As a Muslim, I find it important to explore how these values can coexist with modern aspirations. So, let's dive into how this idea is evolving in the modern time. Let's get started. First one, I put the Japanese perspective. In Japan, the Ryosai Kenbo ideal is often seen as a relic of the past. When I talked to one of my friends from Tokyo, she said, "I respect the values of being a supportive wife and a good mother, but I don't think that should define a woman's life. For me, pursuing my career is just as important." One of these comments reflects a broader trend among Japanese women as more prioritize their professional ambition. And also I put, according to a report by the Japan Institute for Labor Policy and Training in 2023, over 50% women in their 20s and 30s value their careers over the traditional family roles. But not everyone sees it that way. My online friend who works as a teacher in Osaka told me there is nothing wrong with the Ryosai Kenbo ideal if it's a personal choice. The issue is when society expects all women to follow it. This highlights the tension between respecting cultural tradition and promoting individual freedom. From the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare 2024, it's worth noting that Japan's low marriage and birth rates, with nearly 49% of unmarried individuals aged 18 until 34 citing a lack of interest in marriage, may partly stem from this societal expectation. The second, I put the global perspective. Looking at the other parts of the world, opinions on traditional gender roles differ significantly. One of my friends on Egypt shared, "In our culture, being a good wife and mother is highly valued, but younger generation are trying to balance this with education and also with work. It's about finding a middle ground." The sentiment echoes in many Middle Eastern countries where traditional value coexist with the push for a gender equality. Meanwhile, a friend from Sweden mentioned, "Here it's more about partnership and equality. The idea of one person sacrificing their goals for their family isn't a common because of the support system in place like shared parental leave." In Western countries, especially in the US and Europe, feminist movements have reshaped social expectation. A friend from America said, "The idea of a good wife and wise mother feels outdated to me. Women should define success in their own way, whether it's through family, career, or both." This global perspective shows how culture and also societal structure shape people's attitudes towards traditional roles even today. The third one, I will put the Indonesian perspective here. In Indonesia, the concept of wanita soleha, or a pious woman, shares similarities with Ryosai Kenbo. It emphasizes being a good wife and mother while adhering to Islamic values. However, this ideal is also being revisited by younger generations. So, I will put my friend's opinion that I do online, and I will put here too. One of my friends from Bandung explained there is still pressure to be the perfect wife and mother, but many women now want to prioritize education and careers. It's about balance it. You don't have to choose one over the other. This is my real opinion. As a Muslim, I find this balance resonates deeply with me because it is possible to honor religious and cultural values while embracing modern aspirations. So, one of my friends from Malang added, in Indonesia, society still expects women to handle most of the housework even if they're working. So, this mindset needs to change to support the equality. I also spoke to a female friend from Aceh who mentioned the concept of wanita soleha for me means being kind, supportive, and steadfast in faith. But that doesn't mean I can achieve my dreams or have a career. My faith encouraged me to grow in all aspects of life. I used the resources from the Indonesian Statistic Bureau or BPS in 2024 indicate that women's participation in the workforce has steadily increased, showing a shift in social dynamics. Moreover, the rise of the woman's educational attainment in Indonesia reflects a broader acceptance of balancing personal aspiration with traditional values. From all of the perspective, my own perspective, and also in the Japan perspective, in the world perspective, and in Indonesian perspective, I make a big conclusion from them. The traditional concept of the Ryosai Kenbo continues to spark discussion in Japan and also in beyond. While some see it as an admirable ideal, others view it as restrictive. From Japan to Middle East, Sweden, America, Indonesia, and the other part of the world, and also young people are redefining what it means to be a good wife. For me, this essence of these ideals being supportive, nurturing, and wise isn't tied to gender. These qualities should be embraced freely, not imposed by social norms. By fostering open dialogue and supporting diverse life paths, we can honor tradition while building a more inclusive future. So, that's all from me. Thank you so much and have a good day. Thank you!